M.2 drives run hot. What are your thoughts on third-party heatsinks? Generally speaking, M.2 drives do not run hot, and the heatsinks are unnecessary for most people. If you find yourself somebody who can't keep files in one place, and so you spend an inordinate amount of time moving files back and forth off your M.2 drive, maybe a heatsink would benefit you, but for the most part, I wouldn't say that they run hot. I would say they run warm, and that's normal, and that's what you want. But when you're copying a lot of large files continually, and I'm talking for like a half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, without nonstop, with no break, it's going to heat up, and then what it's going to do is it's going to ratchet back, and you're filling up your buffer anyway when that happens. So if it's slowing down, it's probably slowing down because your cache is filled up. And then if it overheats, it'll slow down even more. But I don't think what you're experiencing is an overheating problem. And I think most people will add a heatsink to their M.2 drive because it looks cool. Not to make a pun, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. It'll help a little bit, but it's completely unnecessary. That's why most M.2 drives don't come with heatsinks. They're not needed. A lot of the heatsinks built on the motherboards aren't really there to help keep your drive cool. They're there to make the motherboard look prettier, because these drives have different stickers and different colors on them from the manufacturers to differentiate themselves. And if you can cover that with a heatsink that matches the rest of the motherboard, it's just a better aesthetic. So if I were you, I'd save your money. But you can also buy M.2 drives that come with heatsinks, and they'll always tell you the heatsink is optional. It's really more of a look. It's not really required. On all the systems I use here, there's no heatsinks on any of my M.2 drives. Certainly not the one in my office. I don't think I put one on the, no, I didn't put one on the streamer. They're just bare, and they run perfect. No issues at all. But again, if you're going to copy large files, you're going to fill up that cache, the drive's going to slow down. That's not heat. So it's a good question. My recommendation is save your money. If you have the new PCIe 4.0 M.2 drive, it will run hot. But again, it's engineered to do that, and it also depends on how you use it. Just plugging it in and loading your OS and loading Word or watching YouTube videos is not going to overheat the drive. It's only under intense, heavy, continuous usage that it will heat up. And at this point, it is brand new technology, so it's got a ways to go with regards to polishing it and refining it. So if you're an early adopter of any technology, and you can expect to have a few little caveats that later owners, as the product evolves, won't have to deal with. But I don't think most people would even have an issue with an M.2 PCIe 4.0 drive running hot enough that it would actually start the throttle. You'd have to be a pretty extreme user for that to happen. And a heatsink isn't really going to help you much. If you added a heatsink to it, it will help, but not a whole lot. Basically, if you care a lot about heat, don't buy the first generation product of anything. First generation products always run hotter. It's only after they optimize them in time that the products start to become more efficient, use less power in most cases. Thank you for watching this new quick tip series of videos, and I hope you enjoyed it. If so, you can let me know by clicking the thumbs up button below the video. And if you want to be alerted anytime new content is posted to my channel, be sure and click the subscribe button. After that, you'll see a little bell icon appear. Be sure and click the bell icon and make sure that the notification button is checked and how you want to be notified. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Until then, bye for now.